You won't believe the 5 actors Sally Field says she regrets working with, and she's finally naming names. She's America's sweetheart, an Oscar-winning legend, and one of the most beloved actresses of our time. For decades, Sally Field kept quiet about what really happened behind the scenes with some of Hollywood's biggest stars. But now, at 78, she's done protecting egos. She's opening up, really opening up, about the co-stars who didn't just make life difficult. They left lasting scars. Some were cold. Some were controlling. And one? She describes him as emotionally damaging. These are the 5 names Sally Field says she'll never forget, and not for the right reasons. Let's dive in. First up is the most shocking, Burt Reynolds. To fans, they were the dream couple of the late 70s. They starred in Smokey and the Bandit, radiating fun, flirtation, and a chemistry that seemed too real to be fake. They looked like the perfect pair. But behind the scenes, it was a completely different story. Sally said Burt wasn't just charming, he was controlling. At first, she was drawn to his confidence, his fame, and his larger-than-life persona. But that admiration slowly turned into something darker. He started mocking her appearance, belittling her talent, and brushing off her opinions. All of it done with a smile, of course, so no one would question it. He wasn't physically abusive, but emotionally, he left bruises that no one could see. She said he'd compliment her in public and cut her down in private. That kind of manipulation, hot one minute, cold the next, left her constantly off balance. Like she was always chasing his approval but never quite earning it. And the most heartbreaking part? She really did love him. I wanted to love him. I did love him. But he hurt me, she wrote in her memoir. Eventually she walked away, not just from Burt but from the version of herself that he tried to mold. He would later call her, the one that got away. But Sally? She never looked back. Now From Fire to Ice, Tommy Lee Jones. They worked together on Back Roads, a film that was supposed to be gritty, raw, and full of emotional chemistry. But Sally said working with Tommy was like acting opposite a block of stone. He didn't talk to her unless he had to. No warmth. No collaboration. No interest in forming any kind of connection off-screen, or on it. And for someone like Sally, who thrives on emotional honesty and trust in her scene partners, that distance wasn't just hard. It was soul-crushing. She described it like performing beside a wall. Not just because he was reserved, but because he made her feel like she didn't belong there at all. She tried to bridge the gap. Tried to joke with him. Talk about their characters. Share a moment of humanity. But he shut it all down. Cold. Dismissive. Sometimes not even acknowledging her presence. And it showed. Critics noticed the lack of chemistry. The emotional heartbeat that should have made the movie special just wasn't there. Because how do you play 2 people falling in love when one of them won't even look you in the eye? Years later, when asked about the movie, Sally didn't badmouth him. But the way she paused, the chill in her voice, said everything. That experience didn't just teach her about acting. It taught her how vital mutual respect is. And how damaging it is when that respect is missing. And then there was Robert Blake. This one goes beyond difficult co-star. Sally called the experience traumatic. They were filming a TV drama called Say Goodbye, Maggie Cole. It was supposed to be a moving, powerful role for her. But from day one things felt off. Blake, already known for his intense method style, turned the set into a war zone. He ignored blocking. Changed lines without warning. Screamed at crew members. Exploded over the tiniest things. Sally wasn't just trying to act, she was trying to survive the chaos. She said it wasn't just about him being difficult. It was about power, control, sabotage. He made scenes impossible to play. She couldn't trust him, couldn't relax, couldn't do her job. Every moment was unpredictable and exhausting. What was supposed to be a story about strength and healing turned into a real-life emotional minefield. And if this story resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that like button. Share this with a friend who loves Hollywood history. And don't forget to subscribe, because there's always more behind the scenes than we ever imagined. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.